So since the city moved people back from Little Chico Creek, I thought I'd come down here and take a look at what the status of Windchime Park is. So I'm just going to take a walk down the pathway and see what we've got here. Does that look like 50 feet from the creek to you? How you doing? Did you get did you get moved back? Did anybody come and move you back from the creek?
Yeah, actually, but I was supposed to move right next to the red tent, but they complained. So they
Who
asked me-
complained? The Red Tent people?
Red tent people did. And
Yeah.
so I put myself over here so I could figure out how far a distance it would be 50 feet, and I'm going to move my tent over there. Being compliant.
So yeah, the shade is the premium, right?
Right. That's exactly it.
Especially today. Fortunately, we're going to have a little bit cooler day today, but it's been over 100, right?
Right, and that's what I'm observing is how the patterns of the shade move.
Yeah.
So I can maximize.
When did they come and move you?
I move myself.
Oh, they did? Because I heard that they came, like rangers or somebody came, I don't know, a couple days ago to move people back or something?
No, they came, they announced like 2 weeks ago, they said, well, you guys are going to have to move into the, center thing, and then we came back and said, well, you know, the maintenance people here don't want us on the lawn.
Yeah.
And you guys want us on the lawn, so it kind of puts us in between.
Right.
And so they came back and said, oh, well, we made a mistake. And then they came back about a week and a half, week and 3/4 ago, something like that. And then said, no, you got to move now. And then
Who was it? Was it Rangers, cops, or what?
that was it was city cops.
City. Yeah.
It wasn't tactical gear. I think they generally do, and I'm not a probationer or a probation person or
Yeah.
parolee or anything like that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I believe they normally do parole and probation work.
Yeah.
Because they
Oh,
have
I got you. Okay.
You know, they came out and they told us that you had 24 hours to get out, and give you a 48-hour notice. And I said, this is 48 hours. That's 2 days. Last I checked. And he got all chesty with me and said, well, I mean, I told you 2 weeks ago. You know, that was your first day. And his junior colleagues took him aside and straightened him out. And he came back and he was somewhat apologetic, as much as he could be.
Mm-hmm.
And said, oh, no, we're wrong. So anyway, and they came back a couple days, 3 days ago, something like that, and said, you have to move 50 feet. So we also, you know,
Right.
moved my tent over there, but these guys are just being.
Well, you're probably good here for now because, like, until somebody moves you, right? I see there's a city car over there. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Is that a light on top? I'm not sure what that is. Let me just.
Oh, the Honda there, or whatever it is?
Whatever that, like a little Ford something. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to walk to the end here and see.
Yeah, I'm sure they're monitoring the situation. You know, and I understand. I mean, I understand the neighbor's position completely. You know, this isn't. I try not to keep it in this general state.
Right.
Right now, what I'm doing is
Well, like your camp is more together than a lot. I would say that, you know.
I'm trying
Like
to,
most everything is containerized and stuff, but like some, I don't know if you saw the pile down the road, but it's like there's,
like everybody's crap in the world is just,
yeah.
dumped there. No, I mean, I try to be empathetic to everybody involved, including myself, as well as all the neighbors. I wouldn't want to have to see this kind of crap.
So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Like if you had an alternative, what would be acceptable alternative for you? Like, would you stay in a shelter? Would you, like, what is it that you would take over what you've got right now? Because this isn't bad right now. Standing in the shade is pretty good, right?
No, it's pretty nice actually. I've done a lot of camping, so it's,
Yeah,
you know, outside of the dirt and you're not being able to clean clothes in the shower all the time.
right.
Really not too bad. You know, like a bed setting would be what the British would call it. You know, something where it's, you know, you rent either by the month or room by month.
Uh-huh.
Motel rooms would be fine. And going with what my original plan was, is, you know, I finished up my school at Butte and was all ready to go and hit the tech world again and presumably get a job. But you know, then COVID-19 came in and that's not happening.
So what's your job skill?
I'm in information technology.
Yeah, like, what part of that?
Well, I've done a lot of server work, a lot of database, SQL. I do a lot of legacy systems because my experience goes way back to 70s.
Right.
So,
70s, you're damn near as old as I am then.
you know, I mean, I was just a kid back then.
Yeah.
My dad's an engineer and has an engineering firm. We worked with computers and what was then known as man-machine interface.
Yeah.
And you know, building better interfaces between humans and machines.
Yeah.
A lot of it involves computer work. So that's what I mean by experience. You know.
How'd you find your way to this particular location?
I was at the tourist shelter.
Yeah.
I had been there for a while and had been locked up at the tourist shelter pretty much for like 6 months or something like that. Getting out maybe for an hour at a time. And if you were
Locked up where, at Taurus or
on site of the tourist, yeah.
because of the COVID or thing? Or
Yeah, well, you know, I can understand their position too. They couldn't let anybody catch it and come in and get it because, you know, if somebody was to come in infected, they would spread like wildfire and everybody would have it in the
Right, right.
So I can understand their strict.
So they kind of had a lockdown deal going for
They
the
did
virus?
lockdown.
Yeah.
Real
Okay.
lockdown. And so, and it was driving everybody nuts, and it was driving me nuts. I'm pretty plastic.
I've been in that room. Like there's triple bunk,
It's still double bunks. But
double bunks.
they want
maybe.
to put in triple bunks, but they can't figure out. I wasn't sure if it was the.
Oh, maybe it's COVID. They don't do COVID. Was both the bunks occupied?
Oh yeah, well actually towards the end, when I was there was like 30 people left. And capacity is, you know, like 165.
So was there capacity at Taurus when you were there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When I was there before COVID, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, they started weeding people out slowly over time over, you know, dumb stuff or stuff that, you know, okay, when I got drunk one night, you know, it's not like I haven't done that before, and it's not like I'm a huge
Right.
management house or anything. I just go to my bunk and I go to sleep. Take my punishment, which is You know, I relinquish my bunk and go back to the beginning and start the whole process again. All this time they decided, no, you're going to get kicked out. So kicked me out, and I said, okay, well,
So everybody's got their drug of choice. Mine's alcohol. What's yours?
um, everything but heroin.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, not everything, but you know what I mean. It's pot,
Yeah.
alcohol. Um,
You get into meth at all?
a long time ago, but not much now.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those things.
I mean, one of the things you got to say about Chico is that whatever your pleasure is, man, you can certainly find it here, right?
It's kind of like the Amsterdam of America.
Yeah.
Been to Amsterdam twice.
Yeah.
And the Amsterdam's a lot like Chico. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You think Amsterdam and Chico are kind of similar in that regard?
In a lot of respects, they both like bikes. Bicycles a lot. Ride bikes everywhere.
Yeah.
Very flat. Chico, of course, doesn't have the canal system that
Yeah.
the Netherlands has because their economy isn't based on a
Right.
nautical system. Yeah, but people are generally friendly. It's
Right.
somewhat permissive.
What's your plan from here? Like, what's in the horizon for you?
Survival?
Huh?
Survival.
Well, I mean, that's not a plan. That's a right. You got to survive. That's a given. You getting enough to eat and things like that.
I'm getting enough to eat. I've had some unfortunate experiences with people.
You're kind of a thin guy. Are you normally thin?
Yeah, 205. That's
Yeah.
a little bit thinner than it would be normally. Had some, unfortunate hits on my food stamp card that, I'm self survive,
Yeah.
but it's a setback.
Do you see a way out of this situation for you?
Yeah, but I don't see it happening immediately. It's unfortunately I have to figure out, how am I going to make it through this winter too? Because I think it's going to go through the winter at least. Historically, if it's anything like the Spanish flu was in 1918, we're going to get hit with a second wave. Whether it's going to be real bad or not, hard to say.
What do you do normally in the wintertime? Safe space or what?
Normally in the wintertime, I'm at the tour shelter, and I was going to school
But where were you living?
at the tour shelter.
At where?
At the tour shelter.
Oh, tourist shelter. Sorry, I
I've
just
been at
couldn't
the
hear
tour
you.
shelter. I've been a regular client of the tour shelter for
Yeah.
the last year this time, and then about a year the other time too.
What's your name?
My name is Scott Walker.
Hi, Scott.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, no, I've been at tour shelter. It's a good program. I think there are some serious inadequacies that are going on there, and there's some really arbitrarily applied rules, I guess you would say. There are
Yeah.
rules for us, but not for them.
Right.
Yeah.
How are the rules out here?
No, they're pretty much, I said it, man.
How about other people though? Like, do you have any trouble with any of the other people that are staying out here?
That's just stupid little misunderstandings and people acting a little pushy.
Yeah.
Not really.
I'm sure it kind of goes in waves too. Like, if people get into drugs for a while, then
And it's,
you're more trouble.
96% of the people here, I'd say, that's a generous guess, probably less, are all heroin addicts.
Yeah.
This is Needle Park, so to speak. I'm not here because I'm a heroin addict. I'm here because it was a great place to be, and then I hadn't lived among a large population of heroin addicts. I have now, and I thought,
How many would you say that? Like, just I know it's a guess, but like, what would you say?
I'd say when we were at the height of people being here, it was like maybe 94%, maybe 92% of the people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, well in the majority.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about drugs and all that, drugs are part of their life every day, and they are literally a slave to heroin.
There goes our city guy, whoever he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably.
Okay. Well, listen, I got to roll, man. It's been good talking to you,
Your
though.
name is
Rob Berry.
Rob Berry.
Yeah.
Are you a reporter or are you just?
No, I'm just a guy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind being put on paper. It's kind of be prepared for it.
No. I just like, there's a lot of activity in this park because every Sunday they have the needle distribution deal. Are you usually here during that time in the mornings?
Here, but I know about the harm thing that goes on down here, but I didn't know they were distributing needles. Nor do I care.
Yeah. Well, you're not a heroin addict, so you wouldn't. But all these other guys are here because every Sunday they come out and give them new kits.
Yeah, I didn't know this is where they were doing that, but
Yeah.
it makes sense. And
Yeah.
no, I think it's good. I think it's I am if anything, a universal thinker. I think from many different perspectives and try to take all the perspectives I can into account.
Yeah.
Everything that I have an opinion on.
So can I ask you a personal question?
Huh.
I mean, you don't have to answer it, but like, In talking to you, you're obviously a pretty smart guy. I mean, you're articulate, and your thoughts are coherent, and
Went to university and also college. So
yeah. So I'm surprised that a guy with your intelligence and you know skills, I guess, are living here.
yeah, it's. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm my own worst enemy. And
In what way?
well, I sucked into really got really hurt by my family. Basically, they really lost confidence in me, and I earned that. So it's been really hard to get it back.
Was that drug related? Do you think, or other reasons?
Oh, other reasons and drug related.
Yeah,
Eventually,
they're mixed up, right?
I think I mixed up eventually. It's like, but yeah, that was a long time ago. It's been really, really, really difficult to re-earn the respect.
Are your parents still alive?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think so.
How-
My mom is, I think. I don't know. My dad is for sure. I talked to my dad.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
55.
55. Okay, so I'm 70. That's why I asked, because both my folks are dead now.
I'm sorry.
But you're a lot younger than I am.
Yeah. Well, my dad's, he's 88,
Yeah,
and his wife, she's 96. And,
96.
yeah, she's older than he is.
Huh.
And,
That's a nice ripe age.
yeah, no, well, it is, she's,
Let's hope you get those genes.
well, she's my stepmother. I
Uh-huh.
do have my dad's genes, and I'm very thankful for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's part of the intelligence comes from, a
Yeah.
lot of the intelligence comes from the genes. And,
Yeah.
my mom's smart too. So, I'm very
Did you know your mom?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know. She just, we had a falling out.
Hmm.
She didn't like the fact that I started talking to her like an adult. And she wanted me to always be,
Well, parents either relish the time when their kids start talking to them like an adult, or they resent it. So I
she
guess it can go
resented me
either
ever
way.
since I was born, basically.
Yeah.
Because I was not born the correct gender.
Oh, really? She wanted a
So,
girl?
I wanted a girl real bad, and then the minute I was born, apparently I wasn't cognizant of it because I was just a child, but immediately went into a deep, deep, dark depression, and
Yeah.
rejected me out of hand on everything.
Yeah.
So
That's hurtful.
Yeah, that's damaged me. And so anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay, man. Best of luck to you.
Hey, best of luck to you too, buddy. I'm sorry, I just don't want to step on anything sharp here. 55 years of walking around in bare feet. That's telling me one thing.
Well, yeah.
One
Like,
time out of 10 times, you're going to step on something sharp.
like, have you ever stepped on a needle or anything like that around here?
I pricked myself through.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the hand, I think. And it's hard to say. I don't think I didn't actually get to the point where blood came out, but
Yeah. That doesn't matter, right?
well, I don't know.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right, you too. Take
Yep.
care. Be safe.
Mm-hmm. Continuing on to the end here. It's quite a conversation. Wow, it's cleaner in here than it is outside.